It's your girl SamiJoe here for another episode of You Said It. She likes cars, and in this episode we will be speaking with the ambassador for Cartility. He will be giving us some information on how to care for our cars. Let's go. Hi guys, so I have here with me the brand ambassador for Cartility, Dwayne Exton himself. Okay, yes, and he will basically be sharing with me some car care tips as well as just some general information about Cartility. Hi Dwayne.
Yes, and thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show. I did not expect you to be on the show, by the way. Guys, this is a huge surprise.
Yeah, I never had a choice to then call me and say show up 2:30. So brand ambassador duty.
Ah, great. So what is it like being a brand ambassador for Cartility?
Well, for one thing, Cartility, as our slogan says, more than just a car wash. It's become a family to me. The people who work here are very professional. And when I met Mr. Lewis, it was earlier this year, and because I had done an interview with him, and I spoke to him and I heard how much passion he has for his job. And when you meet people like that, it's rare that they love what they do like he does. And it's just been a remarkable friendship since, because I've learned a lot from him outside of cars, outside of just regular conversations we've had. He's almost become like a big brother, you know. So we have discussions about anything that's life related. So that same energy that he invests in people, invests in his business. So Cartility, for me, has that kind of family.
So tell us about Cartility.
Well, there's a lot about Cartility, because people see it and they think car, just the first thing. But it's a lot more. When you think about all the services offered here, because when you go to a car wash, you just think about a regular wash. You wash the car with soap and water.
Yes.
You wash the vacuum and you're done. But the other services here, we talk about the foam wash. I think that's the one become very popular. The foam wash, because in a regular wash you can use the different rods and the rubber car, and that can cause damage to the people. With the foam wash and the steam wash, there's no touching. Like, no one touches the car with anything chemical. The foam breaks down the dirt, and the steam breaks down the dirt, and then just wash it. You know, so that kind of helps to preserve the car. So resale value of the car is important. So you want to ensure that you don't damage your car by washing it all the time and breaking down the paint job. Because paint jobs are expensive. I can tell you, because I've had paint jobs done on my car. Small spots, it costs a lot. So you don't want to do that. And what the foam, like I said, does, it breaks down the dirt particles on your car before. Instead of someone going on with a rag and just washing it, causing scratches and causing other external damage you don't want. So for me personally, I'm just learning a lot about cars since I've been a car activity. I wasn't a car enthusiast, but no, you know, because growing up I always wanted a Honda. But now I see how different cars operate, what different engines are like, and I'm really fascinated. So as I said, Cartility has done more for me, learning about my own car, other cars, that it's really a great place to be.
Okay, so basically you're saying that you would recommend a foam wash over the regular wash.
Yeah, and it's not that much difference in price here. In fact, it's very affordable. So I always recommend the foam wash, and it's always better looking.
Yes. So I remember the other day when I needed my engine bay clean, right? For another one of She Likes Cars feature. And when I came here, I was a bit skeptical because I'd heard bad stories about persons who have gotten that area clean and the car start behaving funny and do all sorts of crazy things. However, thanks to Cartility, when I came here, they recommended not an engine wash, but a steam line. So can you just explain that for me a bit? Because I don't know, I don't understand the steam part of it.
Yeah, I've gone to other car washes even before, and you see a sign, you know,
at your own risk,
wash the engine. But the steam wash, what it does, and why an engine wash is important, because it helps to prevent the acceleration of decay. So there's dirt and grease that builds up in the engine. So when you wash it, it prevents the car, again, wash, it doesn't use water. A lot of other places would use water. Water getting into the electrical service. That's where the problem comes from. You know, so the steam wash is very necessary, and I think Mr. Lewis came up with that idea about using steam washes, kind of revolutionary in Jamaica, because you hardly see people do it.
Yes.
So you hardly go anywhere.
I tell you, it was the first time I was actually hearing about it.
Yeah.
So it's not water.
No, it's vapor.
It's vapor.
Yeah. So it doesn't sit in your car and seep into the electrical sockets and then cause the car to malfunction. And you don't want it. Because if your car malfunctions, you might have to get a new engine. And getting a new engine costs you money. We don't want it. You know, so we're not in this time, in this day and age, we're not that kind of money.
So does something like that take a special skill in terms of whosoever, you know, the person who's doing it?
Yeah, it does to an extent, but it's not rocket science. Anyone can learn.
Okay. So before we were preparing for the interview, I realized that there was a Honda. Let's get that right. There was a Honda out there, and I realized that they were washing under the vehicle. They had it up on this machine, and they were washing under it. Why would I need to wash under my vehicle? You know, by the time I drive off, it's not going dirty.
Well, the same reason why you wash your engine. The dirt and the grease that builds up underneath. So you drive over an extended period of time. So you're dropping up some water, and then dirt gets on the door. Dirt and water over time forms mud, and the grease and everything gets deeper. So if you're driving, sometimes you feel kind of hard to turn the steering because the dirt has built up. So you want to keep under there as clean as possible so you can get aerodynamic in your road.
So what's the probability of any malfunction to the vehicle? Because they don't have electrical stuff under there.
No, I mean it's a lot safer when you notice the undercarriage wash, they actually use water.
Yeah.
You know, and they use a power hose to wash the dirt away. So it's the chances of getting any electrical damage are really low.
Okay, so here, do you guys offer servicing?
Yeah, we do everything. And as I said, it's Cartility, and it's the merge of two words, car utility. So it's not just the car wash.
Oh, car utility.
Yeah, so it's everything that you need in one stop. You change your oil, service your vehicles, sparks, plug in, you change it, do that, spray your car, and do that. Every single thing that you need from a car utility.
Got you. Okay, so servicing, in terms of servicing, what do you guys recommend to your customer? Because I know based on where I got my car from, I may call ATL enough time on the block, so then go, well, no, says ATL my car come from, my car is from the dealer. They tell you to come every, you know, they have a specific timeline that
so
you come.
First 5,000 miles,
Yes. So actually I have an appointment for tomorrow. So how is it? Does Cartility operate that way, or is it you just come and if you want the car service, you know, they get it?
If they come and you want the car service, because the difference between a dealership, they have specific miles where they want to service a car. If you feel like your car needs to be serviced, you come to Cartility and they get it done. If what I think though is what we can do, and it's a recommendation I've made just to is that if we have customers over time we track.
Yes.
We start our own tracking and say, alright, by this time, couple months, 3 months, 4 months, you come back to us and we'll check if you need the service. If you don't need the service, then you'll let it go on your way. If you do need servicing, we'll schedule an appointment and we'll almost operate like a dealership.
Great. Because I know that even doing my servicing, they have set things that they do each time you come.
Yeah.
So they'll change your air filter. Cartility does that, I suppose.
Spark plugs.
They change the oils. I hear now tomorrow I'm going to do some transmission fluid.
Yeah, because they do a 29-point inspection at the dealership, whichever dealership, and we do the same way. So all services here are professional.
You hear, guys? All services here are professional done. Thank you so much for that. Last thing. All right. So I used to use a mobile car wash before coming to the car wash. Granted that when you're physically at the car wash, you get the engagement and the environment, and you actually see your car being washed and whatever. Versus being at your house in a house watching TV. But what's the huge difference between coming to the car wash and using the mobile car wash? Because Cartility has a mobile car wash service, right? Right. So what's the difference? And would you recommend one over the other, or is it the same thing? you know, right across.
So it's a mobile car wash service. It's just mobile service.
Oh,
Because it's not just car washing. It's
stress.
whatever it is, you know, we have trucks, bikes, whatever. We're on the road. Because even yesterday, they came to my house to wash my carpet.
Oh yes, I heard that the other day, no, but I didn't know. Okay.
So they do everything. It's a mobile service, mobile cleaning service. But the difference is really you being physically here. When you get the mobile service at home, I love the service at home. The only reason I come here is just because of the environment.
Right.
You get to go to the bar and see a friend and you get to land. But the service at home is immaculate. I think they get done pick up at home and
At
they do
home,
here.
they're here,
You know,
okay.
and it saves you the time of driving from where you are to come here to drive back home. And in that time, you can do it into your house. You can have time for yourself. So I always recommend the mobile service if you're a busy person, because time is money. And if you can get that 1 hour block while your car is being washed to do some work,
Yes,
it makes
I
it easier.
know about that. I know about
It
that.
makes life a lot easier. Because where I work downtown, I don't have the time to come here all the time. So it helps when they can come, park on the side of the road, wash my car, and
So we speak of the mobile service. Is it that you get everything, all the services offered through the mobile service? So we're talking about the foam wash, buffing, steam wash, all of those things. So I would imagine that the more technical stuff like the undercarriage wash and so forth would not.
yeah, so undercarriage washing, the general service, it has to be done here.
Okay.
Because with the undercarriage wash, the car has to be elevated and you don't have any elevator around the road. So those are the services that are offered from the mobile wash. Everything else, so you think about the wax and the polish, you know, they'll do that for you with the mobile services. So the only thing missing, and I think hopefully a couple of years from now we'll get to it's to service a car at home.
At home,
You know, but
yeah.
it's good to come here though. It's good to come here. It's a great environment because we do more than just car washes. We have karaoke on Fridays.
What?
Because of the pandemic, we had to scale back on. We had karaoke on Fridays. We have a concert once a
Someone
month.
could have come exercise my voice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
What?
And you can always come on. And we have a lot of things that happen here on a
I
Friday.
saw a pool table.
Yeah, so the pool table is new, so we're trying to expand how we allow our guests just to relax. And we don't say customers, we say our guests. And then after a while, if you come often enough, you become family. You know, so.
Can't wait to get that status, you know?
And we have a lot of things going on. So even the concert I told you about, the Live at 65, we have a concert for upcoming artists. So
Oh yes, I saw that once. I saw that
So
once.
we're trying to give people just a place to get away. You know, because you spend a lot of time in your car, you spend a lot of time at home. But if you can come here, get your car washed, and just relax, because you need time to take a break.
Great. Thank you so much, Extol. That was pretty informative. You know, it's trust me, my experience at Cartility. I'm not trying to brag too much, but trust me, it's comfort. The service is excellent when I come here. And just one last thing, where can we find Cartility?
65 Linders Road.
65 Linders Road, guys.
We're on the road.
On the road as well. How do you book the cars, the mobile service?
But usually you call the numbers provided. You book an appointment with our service managers, and they'll tell you what time. Which days are here, or what time they can come. Depending on your location. We're trying to expand. We're trying to get more buses, so we can go further than Kingston. Because I don't think we're in home registered. But we're trying to get to that because people are requested. You know, we're home work, can you come to home work? Kind of thing. So yeah.
Okay, great. So thank you, Dwayne. I'm trying to flip flop between Dwayne and Extol. I'm sorry.
That's why people just stick with Extol.
Yeah, but the Dwayne catchy because they always said Dwayne Extol together, so it's yeah. But thank you so much.
Yeah,
you have been fantastic.
And like you, I'm still learning.
Still learning
about.
Well, you're more informed than me. I learned a lot of things today. I learned about why I've been doing a foam wash all this time that I've been coming to Cartility. I learned about the engine steam and that I made a very good choice there. I learned that maybe very soon I'm gonna have to get an undercarriage wash. I learned that even after my warranty period is up in my car, if I still have it, I can come to Cartility and get servicing done. I learned that I can stay at my yard and call the mobile service I have a couple carpet at my house that needs some attention, so I know that Cartility can also offer me that service. Thank you so much, Dwayne. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, follow. Wanna know the drill, right? Yeah, wanna know the drill. Thank you all so much. Keep safe.